welcome to the 59th annual Goudy Memorial Race sponsored by Balsly and Losco. We are here in the beautiful Ventnor, New Jersey, and I am joined to my right with the world famous rower sternman out of Longport, New Jersey, Sean Duffy. And to my left, first time ever on the TV tonight, Matt Spires, three-time winner. Really happy to be here. We got to talk a little bit. Big-time winner in this race. Going to give us a lot of tips and insight. Boys, how we feeling tonight? Jerseys are over. Table's set. We know where we're going next year to Atlantic City. You know, a lot of great days going around for Atlantic City right now.
Can I get a great day, Gross?
A great day. And you know what? The wonderful Mayor Marty Small, I believe he is going to put on a spectacular show along with the support of the Atlantic City Beach Patrol. I'm really excited for that.
But before that, we got tonight.
Yes.
The Goudys. Matt, this is first time in the booth. You are, last 2 years, you won singles. You know, you decided this summer not to come back to the beach, and you're on this side of the booth this year. How you feeling?
Yeah, super excited to be here with you guys. Honored to share the desk with you, two legends. But yeah, super excited for tonight. The Goudy Memorial races are obviously the Ventnor race. You know, 19 crews here ready to compete, so we're excited.
And we have an interview right away. We're going to go with the man in the sand himself, Coach Brian Duffy.
What's up, guys? Yeah, we're down here on the beach tonight. It's a beautiful night here. The crowd's starting to come in. You can see the competitors are warming up. It's going to be an exciting night. Happy to be actually able to communicate directly with you guys tonight. So should be a fun conversation. Should be a lot to look at, a lot to experience. Super pumped here. And I can't wait to share some stories about the Goudys. This is my favorite race. So I'm happy to be here.
Brian, just as a little reference, your history in the Goudys. You've gotten top three a couple times. Tell me about what you've had an experience in the Goudys before.
I was not the Sean Duffy. I was the guy who came in second and third in Longport Beach Patrol, and the Goudys were the race to go and get those in the stand lifeguards, the experience of competition. And in my opinion, this is the best race for that because you actually have to go rescue something.
Hey, Brian.
What's up, Grim? So yeah, I got Grim here. He's my old partner. We actually won the Goudys in 2012. So my experience, Sean, we were talking earlier. In 1999, I got second in our row-offs for the Goudys. B.J. Fox beat me by a real close margin. That night, the Goudys were rained out because of a storm, so they pushed it to Sunday. Well, B.J. was in the firehouse, and so I got the call up, get up there and go race. And the start of the race had a good start. I remember getting to the flag around 5th or 6th and coming off the flag in second place. The only guy that was ahead of me that night was Andrew Funk. And there's no shame in that. I think he won this thing like 20 times. Ended up winning that race, beating a lot of great rowers. And, you know, just that experience of that level of competition at this race is awesome. I've been in the top 5 a whole bunch of times in this race. It is it's an awesome experience. And there's some great lifeguards here tonight. And you know, we talked about it a couple weeks ago at the Wildwoods. This race is about life-saving. This whole sport is about safety and rescues, and that's what it's all about. And we emphasize that tonight with the bag rescue.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, you don't have to be so humble. You did beat the South Jersey champion, Tim Fetter, from the week before. So, you know.
You can say it. I'm not going to. Hey man, he's from Brigantine. Don't knock Brig. You know, those guys are pretty good.
Speaking of Brigantine, right in front of us, we got to give a big shout out to. He's not working with us tonight, but Franny Lane, legendary captain of Brigantine. You're not going to see him here tonight, but you're going to see him at Ventnor Social. Make sure you get out there and share a cocktail. Fran, why don't you come on and say hello real quick?
Guys, I'll do a walk by.
Oh yeah, hey, what's going on? There he is, right there.
This is the guy.
Nobody's better than him. All right. Yes, this is a great race, and as Coach Duffy said, this is about life-saving, and it's what we come here to do every day. We put our skills on display. A couple of things that I noticed a little bit from Brigantine, because this is a very similar style race that we do. We had some helmets there tonight you saw on the surf, because how dangerous this race can become, because you're a little bit closer. It's a short sprint. Speeds are a little bit higher, and it's about getting to the bag. So I'm going to go to you, Matt. Matt, what is we're going to need some plays of the game tonight to get to that bag. We'll talk about that rescue race first.
Yeah, so the biggest variable here, obviously, at the Goudys is your bag, your dummy. Approximately 50 pounds, especially when it's wet. It starts to absorb that water, gets a little bit heavier. My key points that I always focused on was, clean start. Obviously, no water in the boat. Try to get out to a comfortable lead. Get to that flag first, because you never know what's going to happen at that flag. Obviously, once you're there, trying to get a good hold of that pole. That way, you're controlling where that bag goes. When you go out of town, some towns have different hookups with the bag to the flag, so getting familiar with that in your warm-up. And then obviously a clean pickup. I prefer the bag right under my seat in the bow, a little weight toward the bow, and then an easy reach down to your feet at the finish. So obviously coming in, you want to get that wave hump going. Any little help that you can get on the way in, you want to maximize it to separate yourself from this 19 boat crowd here.
I love that. And to win this, we have a doubles, okay, which is just traditional doubles. You're going to row in and out with your partner. Then we have the swim. And then what we were just discussing, we have the combo race. And then we also have the singles race, which is, one person starting and finishing.
James Haney looks like he's trying to create a new event here, the paddle.
The paddle.
Listen,
there is
I don't
one
think that's coming in the Goudys anytime soon.
Well, we're hoping it comes in the jerseys. We're going to say that, and we're going to keep repeating it because it is a number one of the most important parts of life saving. So Sean, run us down with the doubles race, because you rode a lot of doubles races.
I rode a lot of doubles races, but I've actually only rode the Goudys doubles once. Other than doing it in town, I used to go away this week after the jerseys with my wife and family. So again, the big difference between this race and a standard regular Friday night South Jersey race like last week at the jerseys is you're starting with your boat on the beach, you're running to your boat. Some people will set up with the double roller. I remember Grossi saying last year the B and the E. There's Mike McGrath on there. Got to give a shout out to my man. Rowing carbon fiber oars tonight. Personally, I don't think you should be able to row them here. You know why? It's a rescue race. I haven't never seen a carbon fiber oir in the boat.
That's a good point.
But the bow steering. But anyway, it's set up in with your rollers, and they're going to drop the flag. You're going to take off running. But you have to pop your oars, and that could totally mess someone up right off the start. Like, you might miss your pop and not have to play it, and that might be 2 strokes of you not getting through the water when someone else is. So that's a factor. What side of the bag you go to. Multiple times just rowing off in the city. When I'm in the stern, my bowman, he ran over the bag, and you're stuck. You're now either having to back it down or row through it. You're done at that point. I know you see some of the top rowers, that happens in this race. So you have to be very careful. Another thing which has come up in certain races that you can't do here is you cannot have a person steering your course for you. Because guess what? When you're on the beach and you're going out to rescue someone, no one's there to give you your course. You have to find that victim yourself. So you can't have that flag on the beach or the oar guiding you in which direction to go. So, your course is super important tonight. Again, getting the bag in quick, getting out, catching a wave. Tonight's pretty small, but we've had some Goudys where, let me tell you.
I've slipped in the Goudys.
I've been swamped in the Goudys before. Tonight's calm. No hurricane surf out front, although there does look like there is a little wave, so hopefully we do see a little action. Matt last year in singles, I remember him and his brother basically going head-to-head, at it. So we have a quick interview coming up right now, so take it away to Brian.
Hey, guys, I'm here with Chief Dave Funk of the Ventnor Beach Patrol. Dave, it's been a few years since you jumped in the race. How's it feel? You ready?
Yeah, hey Brian. Yeah, I'm ready. It's a great night to race, and looking forward to get back and competing. So it should be a fun night.
Dave's also the captain on my shift. We're both off tonight. I hope Margate's staying safe with Lieutenant Coker in charge. Platoon 1 is running the show tonight. What do you feel about the vibe, the crowd, everything, the Goudys overall?
Yeah, it's great. for a race at the end of the season, it's a little light on attendance, but the guards who are committed are out here ready to compete. They're all excited to compete, and they all take a lot of pride in this race, particularly because it shows off the lifeguarding rescue skills. So it's great.
Awesome, thank you. Dave is not the only chief that's competing tonight. We have Tom Krez from Longport Beach Patrol is also racing in the bag pickup.
Don't forget Ben Swan of Cape May Point, I believe.
Ben Swan of Cape May Point also getting out here. So the old guys are back doing it, except for Sean. He's in the booth.
Be capable. Gotta be capable. You know what I mean? We're all capable out here, from the chief all the way down to the rookies. So that's what it's all about.
That's it. We talked about it earlier. It's life-saving. These rescues we take them serious, and tonight it's exciting, and we should have some fun. Thanks, Dave.
Yep.
Right. So as we've talked about the combo, we've talked about the doubles race, we talked about the singles, and let's talk a little bit about the swim. I mean, last week, the first time, correct me if I'm wrong, that Charles Schreiner lost this year.
Yeah, I believe so.
And I heard a little bit for some people. He wasn't feeling too well, so I'm excited to watch him. I'm excited to see what he has. It's a shorter race. I know James Haney, really excited about this too. Logan Manning had a great swim. As we look at these swimmers going down the list, it is a stacked swim race tonight, and I think it's going to be very fun. So, guys, what are some keys to this swim race?
I did swim twice in the Goudys in my youth. The key to it really is your strength coming in on the bag. You can be the strongest swimmer, but if you're not able to pull that 50-pound bag in, and sometimes it could be just the way that your harness is set up, how far you're dragging it from, is it close to your body, your capability to be on waves. Use an example, I said this last year, but the best person I ever seen in the swim with this was Mike Tribishan. He's South Jersey champion both swimming and rowing. I think the only person to ever do that. But he would crush people because of just his ability, how strong he was, outside of just being how fast he was at swimming. So a couple years ago, John Stinson, who is a legend in the swimming era of my time, older guy, got in, and he was top 3 for Atlantic City. So, it's the swim is definitely, I wasn't the fastest swimmer, but I felt like I was within that strength of being able to pull through. And the 1 year I did it, I beat a college swimmer on our beach patrol in our swim off for it. I wasn't even planning on doing it. Just, it worked out that way. So, but the swim, if I'm going to say the hardest event out of this tonight is a straight swim.
And that's going to be exciting to watch because once again, it does demonstrate the life-saving ability of the swimmer in the water by himself, which at this time of the year, we got an interview, another one coming to us. We're going to go right to that interview.
Check it out.
All right. Well, let me finish my thought there. Going to this event in the swim, sometimes this time of the year, we're two-man stands. We've been across in Brigantine because we lose those college kids. So sometimes you are, somebody's on a workout and you're the only guy there, and you got to wait till, trucks and sirens come. And the ability to pull somebody in or just keep them out there until the help comes is a very big, important life-saving factor. So that's going to be interesting to watch.
Going to bring up one of our swimmers, want to swim off tonight. It's Max Middleman. Max Middleman he is
still a little upset with Max that he didn't do the paddle in Wildwood. Not going to lie, I was looking for the big competition, but hey, listen, I'm excited to watch him tonight. I'm happy.
We're heading to the interview here to see who Brian's got now on the beach.
Hey guys, I'm here with George Grimley. This is Eric Grimley's son. Just made the beach patrol this year. He's a rookie. George, first year on the beach patrol. We're talking to guys who've been here for a long time. We figured we'd talk to a young guy, a rookie, a new guy. What's been your favorite part of being on the beach patrol? What are you thinking? How are you enjoying this whole experience?
I've been enjoying it a lot so far. So far, my favorite part is just being able to go in the water a lot and spend a lot of time on the beach. It's nice.
Have you made any rescues this year?
Only one.
Only one. You're a new rookie. You're learning the ropes. Are you enjoying it?
I'm enjoying it so far.
Awesome, man. Well, we're proud of you. Keep working hard. Okay, keep doing it. One day you'll be sitting here with your dad in the boat at the Goudys. Back to you guys.
I'm going to reiterate on something. George just turned 16. He just got on the beach. That's why he only had one run this summer.
Don't worry, buddy. You'll get some more. I promise you.
He will. So yeah, forget where we were there. I was talking about Max. Max won our swim off. He for years has been trying to do the combo. Well, the way we do our swim off is the first person to the flag dips it, and then you swim in, and it's your choice whether if you want to do. If you're the first one in and first one to finish, your choice whether you want to do the combo. He won our full swim off. That's that strength. So Max, you're talking about having a rescue the other day. Just talking about what we're doing. Tim Schwegman and him got called to a rescue in the inlet. There was a man who, I'm going to say altered state of mind, out in the water, bigger fella. And Max said, he goes, I wish I pulled 6 Goudy's bags in, trying to get this guy up on the sled on the ski. They were able to make the rescue, able to come in. He was a little beat up and whatnot. They had to go out in an ambulance, but that's what we're here for. We're here to provide that service, and luckily that they showed up. The guy was hanging onto someone's boat under the Ocean City Bridge. So these are not just the competitors; they're true athletes and lifeguards here.
First
tonight.
responders, yeah.
So
absolutely,
you know what,
Sean.
and that's something I wanted to bring up tonight. It's about time we are all recognized as first responders.
Yeah, we are actually. This is the first year, it is about time. That is a good point, Sean. Then we have the wonderful, always just a joy to have in the booth, our girl Megan, Captain Holland out there, which we love to see her. She's running this whole race. She does a great job with it.
Giving Megan a lot of credit because this isn't their only race. For the past 3 weeks, Ventnor has had a host. They had the Bill Howarth women's race. They hosted the women's South Jerseys, and then they're hosting tonight. That's a big feat. Mike and I rode from Longport down to Atlantic City the other day, training around the island, and there is 19 flags you have to set. And I know Eric Ruane takes it very serious. Like he's like, they're going to be in line, they're going to be in the street. And I know Matt, you did that for a long time, talking to you when you were on the beach.
Yeah.
It's not an easy task, and when you have 19 flags you're trying to set up, you're out there all day long. You get the sickness because as soon as you think it's straight, you move one flag, and then they're all off.
Yep.
So, a big credit to Ventnor for having 3 weeks in a row to do that. So, it looks like we're trying to get ready here for
I see some sticks are up.
double start. Going through our lanes tonight. In lane 1, we have Ocean City. In lane 2, Seagirt. In lane 3, Lavalette. In lane 4, Island Beach State Park. In lane 5, Upper Township. In lane 6, Long Beach Township. In lane 7, Longport. In lane 8, Ventnor. In lane 9, Wildwood. In lane 10, North Wildwood. Lane 11, Diamond Beach. Lane 12, Ship Bottom. Lane 13, Cape May. Lane 14, Sea Isle. Lane 15, Margate. Lane 16, Harvey Cedars. Lane 17, Avalon. Lane 18, Brigantine. And in lane 19, Atlantic City. So it looks like we're getting ready here. You're going to see, you're seeing the officials' flags up, and you can see some people starting right from the stern here tonight. This is, not the traditional way to start, but I think because it's such a close finish, it basically dropping the flag is off. Rezzy Howard dropping the flag there. Yeah, it's become a tradition here in Ventnor. So you're going to see some guys. This is where getting in clean is key. So there's
big wave, a little bit of water from Atlantic City. That's not going to help them.
That's the Blair brothers.
Well, I haven't seen them in a while. Last time we saw them was South Jersey
champions in 2023.
Avalon looks angry like they lost to host the Jerseys, but that's all right.
Avalon's into it right now.
They're into it. Take it out on the water. It's not going to hit back. We got Brigantine right behind them. And then Atlantic City looks like they're pumping away.
I'm sitting here looking. You have in Avalon Dave Julian and Carl Julian. Dave rode doubles for Avalon for a lot of years, and it looks like this year he's getting his brother ready for the future with him. So he's a stud. Talk about it. He plays football at TCNJ. I believe he was one of the top wrestlers in our area for a long time as well. Up on the top of the screen, I think that is Tim Schwegman and Joe Costa up in the lead there. Joe's got a really solid swing right there. I take it back. That is
that's Ventnor City.
Ventnor City.
Ben Werber, Colin Cummings out to a really nice start there.
So now the key is you could have a boat length lead, but Matt, would you slow down going into the flag here? Do you think just as like kind of an easy
Yeah,
to it?
yeah. I like to slow the boat up a little bit coming into the flag, just more control, depending on the wind direction. The Ventnor turn, aka the Tinker turn, is to swing that stern into the flag. It looks like Ventnor, a little bit of trouble there on the flag, but looks to be getting it in the boat here. Avalon's taking some strokes back to the beach.
Yeah.
So for some of the first viewers here, what they're seeing is they're seeing two guys, what we call our boat run training, and they're going out to grab a 50-pound bag that is simulating a victim, and now they're going to row it in. And you can see that we have changed positions quite a bit right now, and that looks like Avalon took it commandingly. They had a great grab off the grab.
I had heard that Avalon did a little research this past week, came up here and kind of learned the ways that Atlantic City has in how they grab their bags. So kudos to them for trying to, make themselves a little bit better in here.
What do
Looks
we
like
say,
Ventnor
Sean?
making a move on a wave here.
Oh,
out the
not
back.
a
This is where.
wave.
Yeah. Oh no!
Woo! Timmy on the stern deck.
That is shoot the
Oh,
champion,
man.
Tim Schwagman.
Yeah. Oh.
And now can Joe swing this
Yes, he
bag
did.
out clean to get out fast?
Hey,
'Cause
you
this
know
is where
what?
It comes down.
Oh,
You know,
it looks a little deep. Looks a
they
little
got
deep.
out a little deep, but I think the boys have it set. Better City right there.
Ventnor on a nice
there
wave.
he is, Joe Costa.
You know what? They just didn't do it. They did it, and they look good.
They did it in style.
They did it in
And-
style. And you know what? Shout out to Timmy Swagman, Atlantic City firefighter
Oh, this
as
is
well.
a battle
foot
for
race
second
here.
Oh,
place.
man, there's a foot race.
race from the drone. Ooh, 2 hands on.
Oh,
Ventnor,
Ventnor City
Avalon.
defending their
So-
turf. I'd like to
so,
see that.
Unofficially, Longport Beach Patrol in first, followed by Ventnor City, followed by Avalon. So that was an exciting finish there.
Doesn't get better than that.
I tell you, Tim and Joe put a lot of work in for this race. This year they didn't row off for doubles. Tim said, "I am focused solely on."
Oh, we got an interview
the,
right here, Sean. I'm going to cut you off so we can get this interview.
here we
with
go.
our
All right,
brother.
guys, right away, we're here with the winners, Longport Beach Patrol, Tim Schwagman, Joe Costa, and the man B38, Brian Means here helping us out. Guys, tell me, how was that? That was amazing.
Good race all around. Good, the race is all about to start. And the bag grab, we did good. Disappointed in that wave, we didn't steer it straight, but we got the win.
Yeah. Like what Tim was saying, we put a lot of hard work into this, and it goes to show that every rower here made us better. After every failure, there's a success. And 11 years ago, I met my wife on this race, got last place. Guess what, baby? We're still doing it. Woo! 11 years.
Joe, you told me today that if at work, he said if you won, you're going to cut your hair. You going to do that?
I'll let the chief buzz cut me if he
There you go. All right. Brian, you got anything for the boys?
how you doing out there?
All right, back to you guys. Good work, good work.
Oh, man, Longport representing. Gotta love that, Sean. Your boys. And, that's a beautiful thing about us and the South Jersey, competitors and lifeguards. Every single race is different. Everybody has their own little special event, their own little way they want to put their show on. And it's important to win that show because it shows the city that you're training and the beach patrons what we do every day. And just like he said, they've trained every day, and that's what happens. Your training takes over in
I'll
bad
say this.
situations.
No one puts in the amount of physical work as Tim Schwagman. Like today, he spun this morning for work on a Peloton. Got to work. He did some kettlebells during workout hours, and then tonight he was racing. I think in the firehouse they call him Wonder Boy from his years of being the super athlete, champion, and he puts in a ton of work. Days Mike's in the firehouse, and I don't have anyone to row with. He hops in with me, helps me get the rate up. So it's awesome. And Joe's just a natural athlete. Joe swam
Sean,
all for us the other day just for fun.
You mentioned that, and we talked about different stuff. This year, rowing changed. Would you agree with that statement?
100%.
And we talk every week, right? A couple times probably.
Yeah.
And we talk about your racing, and we go back and forth. We're both rowing coaches. And the one thing that we saw every week was the rates consistently got higher because of the boats.
Yeah. There's a little bit of the weight factor of it, but also just the boats are a little bit different. They're the same in the aspect of the historic Van Dyne, but they're a little bit different. It's just in the materials they're made. I got to give credit to Colin, Five Tribes. I don't know if I would have changed the way I rode if it wasn't for the fact that I can watch the drone footage of myself rowing in the 6 Mile Bay row and then again in the Wildwoods. And literally the week between Wildwoods and the Margates, I said, Mike, this isn't working. This is the way we've rode forever. I mean, Matt, you'll probably say, like, the way that I always say I try to row is the way that Dave Funk, Andrew Funk, Dave and Mike Tripshin, when we first started rowing, like, Dave was a full power in the back end of the stroke. And you're watching some of these younger crews and more front end. And some of the newer boats, the stern doesn't sink as much, so you kind of could row that way. I don't want to give away too much to the audience, but, you know.
Well, we're not really, you know.
We changed it up a little
We're
bit.
friends here talking.
I know. But we had to change up the way we rode. So we are going to a commercial break, and we'll be back shortly.
After an accident ended my first dream, I built something new, a law firm with heart. At Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer, Holloway, we know what it feels like to have your life flipped upside down. Call today. Let our team fight for yours.
School?
Yeah.
Next. I'm going to go over the whole test now. Okay, we're going to start the test with a swim. Good finish, good finish, good finish. Good. After we do the swim, we're going to do a row. Remember, guys, if you have any troubles out there at all, put a hand up and wave it. Indicate you need help, and they'll come and get you, and they'll bring you in. You go to Reiki school?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
As we return from our break, a quick thank you to our sponsors, Arbitech LLC. Thank you to Mike Drum and the team, nation's largest independent distributor of computer hardware and data center products. Thank you to K-May Brewery for your continued support of SJL Racing, our sponsor tonight, Balsly, Losco, Realty. Big thank you for sponsoring our Goudy's coverage. Tortuga Golden Striders, long-running swimming and social organization with deep ties to the South Jersey Beach Patrols. A big thank you to Tortuga Golden Striders. And last but not least, Downbeach Reiki. Visit Downbeach Reiki and experience energy healing for stress reduction, relaxation, and healing.
So, Sean, we were just talking a little bit how it's changed this year. Can you give us a couple recaps? Maybe.
Recaps on the whole summer? We're going to save that for.
We're going to save that? All right. I'm going to give it a lead. We have a little special thing that, Sean Duffy prepared for us. I'm just getting a little excited. I see it over there. We're going to unveil that in a little bit. But the next race that we have is, Sean?
We got the swim. I'm going to go through some competitors here for the swim.
Their names.
In Brigantine, you have Brendan Carey. From Atlantic City, Charles Schreiner. From Ventnor, Yasir McNeil. From Margate, Zach Vassar.
First appearance.
Appearance, Zach Vassar. And the winner last year. From Longport, Andrew Nelson. From Ocean City, Ryan Cornell. From Upper Township, Logan Manning. Logan was second in the jerseys. From Avalon, Declan McGrath. From North Wildwood, Matt McBrell. From Harvey Cedars, Zach Maketa. From Long Beach Township, Ali Fenka. From Cape May, Ty Manuel. From Diamond Beach, Gavin Lachlan. From Lavalette, Adam McRami. From Island Beach State Park, Drew Westenhove. From Wildwood, we have Brady Lewis. From Seagirt, we have Chris Hall. From Ship Bottom, Evan Mata. From Sea Isle, Sebastian Leal. So it looks like they are getting ready for the start here. You know, this is you can have some rowers, but that looks like it was a 2-minute warning there for the race. You can have some rowers, but the swimmers in this race have a major factor. So this is going to be a fun one.
I'd say, Sean, the biggest difference tonight is the swimmers are swimming to their individual flags, not a shared flag. So a little bit different from our big 3 races. Do you think that plays a role at all in strategy here?
That's a major role in this, because you can, if you're like a mid-pack swimmer who might, be taking on that chance of catching a wave at the end to put yourself in the top 3, you don't have that ability to follow someone and draft them throughout the whole race. This is you and you only. So the other day during this, now tonight, pretty calm seas. There was a little bit of an east-southeast wind earlier. I don't really expect much of a current, but the other day we had our swim off. Max went a little north. The other swimmers went straight. He was first to the flag by about 3 body lengths. So, there's a factor here. It looks like Atlantic City, that isn't Charles.
And they're off.
That looks like it might be Bowdoin Kime. So here's another thing. Matt, you're bringing this up is usually the swimmers are all starting within the same area with the same footing of sandbar. In this race, it's spread out across 19 lanes. It looks like the southern lanes have a little bit of a sandbar or have a little bit of a gully, while the middle lanes have a sandbar. So you're going to get that advantage off the start if it's waist deep versus chest deep right off in your first couple steps. So
yeah, absolutely. It looks like tonight's course spans a few city blocks. So to fit everybody in, you gotta kind of expand the course here. But looks like everybody's getting out to a clean start, finding their line, and committing to it here.
And that is the part. When you're swimming in a pack, if there's somebody in front of you, it's a little bit easier. Here, you're looking. Every 3 to 4 breaths, you got to come up and make sure your course is straight.
So, talking about that, there was something that got brought up at the jerseys this year. Didn't know about it. There are goggles now that will give you your compass reading.
Yes, I've seen them. I've actually used them once.
And
they're wild.
It was brought up because you're not allowed to have a mechanism to guide you in rowing that's mechanical. Some people use an oar or a flag, but it's never been a factor in swimming. And now they're saying, well, if I can just keep my head down and I'm at...
It's a huge advantage.
And I'm at, I don't know the degree point, but I'm at 300 degrees to come in. I can just keep my head down and swim and not have to look for the point. I don't know how that would work. But I've never swam with them.
Your point... What are we rescue racing or are we racing?
I
think that's got to be a discussion.
I'd love to watch this race, Mike Tripshin style, no goggles.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I swim a lot with no goggles because I'm so cheap I don't buy a new pair. But the point is I think these are discussions that need to be brought up at the Chiefs meeting this year, with the South jerseys, with what's going on. What are we trying to do? I think they're valid points. I don't think we're doing a bad job, but I think always discussion to make it better is what we pride ourselves
100%. In. So looking here, it looks like lane 5 is
Logan Manning, I believe, from Upper Township.
Logan Manning, who had a unbelievable year, and last year I believe he was top 3 as well in this race. Fairly straight line right there. Good shout out there, Eric Ruane, and having some spacing between your flags is super important as well. So. A couple years ago, we had, 4-time South Jersey champion Joey Tepper swimming this, and he had a hook attached to his shorts in order to, just basically grab the bag and hook on. And his hook got stuck on his shorts and created a hole, and he couldn't get the hook out of his shorts. And he was stuck at the flag for like a minute, put him completely behind. So, there's just some different factors here.
Looks like Zach Vassar here is out to a pretty good lead, had a good pickup, and starting to separate himself from the pack.
Is that Zach up there?
Out front.
I mean, it's not surprising. Swims at Columbia. He's been I don't know if he had an internship this year that he wasn't going to have the days to race, but he's always been one of the top dogs in South Jersey racing for the past 6 years or so. So,
Sean, do you think a certain distance of rope off the back of the kick matters here?
I do.
I think it does. The further you're going, I think it's going to put a little bit more tension to it, but you also want to make sure it's not getting in the way of your kick. So definitely a factor.
I want to say I made the flag. I mean the can this year for our North races, and it was very specific of that the swimmers wanted the flag about 6 inches off their toes.
Yeah. So
because of that, because now think about it, when the wave comes, what they're going to feel is a push, and then a yank back when they come off the swell.
So
you want to keep that smooth.
That is Logan Manning, the Egg Harbor Township cap. He's one of the Egg Harbor Township's top swimmers. And you can also see the bag number 5, which they are lane 5 tonight. So, very interesting. This is a tough swim.
Yeah, because if you're body surfing and you jump on a wave, chances are you're going to be able to stay on it. But once that bag is over the swell, you're going to get pulled right back. So it's really all the way to the beach.
The battle here is basically for second. It
yes.
looks like, and that looks like it's Zach Vassar, Bowden Kime, and then possibly someone else up north. Well, that looks like Logan Manning is putting on a clinic here. So,
and some of these guys have to take into consideration is the stand up and the run to the flag here. Usually these guys in the big 3 races are standing up and sprinting to a line. Tonight, they got to reach around, grab a bag, make sure they're not tripping over the rope. Don't want to go down here in front of the finish line.
It won't be the first and it won't be the last time if it does happen. So.
I can tell you I've done it multiple times.
Oh, look at him. That bag moving with the wave. You can't get any better than that.
No, you can't.
Wait.
That is Zach.
That is Zach, isn't it? Fooling us with the Egg Harbor Township cap on.
Oh,
a little bit closer than we anticipated.
Who was that in the white cap? We have 2 flags up. We might have missed somebody on the most northern flag. It is a little hard for those out watching. We see what you see, and it is difficult to tell in the swimming places.
Something to bring up too in the South Jersey Lifeguard Championship, the swim has to be 14 to 16 minutes approximately. The winning time there was about 5:45. So this is like for someone who might be there. A lot of the top swimmers are mile swimmers. And these might be the guys who swim the 200 to 400 in their high school events or in their club meets or their college. So, that looks like that's Avalon swimmer coming across right there as well. There we go. They gave it. It looks like Lavalette up on the top of the screen had the victory there. So it looks like we're going to an interview. Brian, take it away.
All right, I'm here with Brady from Lavalette. Congrats, man. That was awesome. They tell me you're a rookie, 16 years old. That was an amazing job, dude. Great work. Tell me about the race, what you felt. How'd it feel?
I mean, I knew going out, everybody on my beach was telling me that I got to take it out. I got about the big guys next to me. So I made sure I took it out, got a good execution on that bag, and just bring it home hard.
When you made the connection to the bag and you start swimming in, how much heavier is that bag than just swimming by yourself?
I definitely made a huge difference. I mean, I just knew that just go to my legs, feel that weight, and just know that bring it home.
So you get that swell, and then it pulls you back and sucks you back, and then you got to keep fighting the whole time.
Yeah, it was definitely tough. It was definitely being my brain knowing that I'm going to slow down, but I just knew that swell is going to come back, and I'm going to go fast.
All right, great job, man. Congratulations. Good work. Back to you guys.
All right. So we're watching along there, and it looked like it was Zach Vassar coming in, and from Lavalette. Lavalette has produced some great swimmers over the years. I know that there's been a little bit of a pipeline with some club kids going there, and they've done a great job. So gonna have a little bit of fun right now. I made you've seen it sometimes on different sports broadcasts, but they have the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Oh, I love it.
Things that have happened in lifeguard racing, and it's a combo. Some of these are great. Some of them, not so great. This is meant to be fun and funny. Chief Bergman up there in the cupola, you know, he's a legend in our area. Crew coach, longtime chief of the Ventnor Beach Patrol. He's on screen, so I had to give a shout out. So our top 15, good, the bad, the ugly. Coming in at number 15, thank God they're wearing helmets, as Coach Grassi said.
Love it.
In
Love
the
it.
Brigantines. As
Safety first. Safety
first. Number 14, the run in the Wildwoods. Unbelievable. Our guy got 10th, and his time was like a 4:50. You know, so the majority of these guys are running under 5 minutes. Some of them are close to the low 4 minute mark. A lot of Division I runners thought that was a highlight. Number 13, this is the ugly. Our flop in the first race of the Brigantines.
Oh, man, that was a flop.
Grassi and I just were kind of talking through it, but hey, we're getting through the growing pains of being commentating the race. We totally missed. What is going to come up is number 12, Brigantines' dominance in the paddle race at the Chief Coon relays. So Brigantine kind of just completely crushed everyone. At number 11, I got to give a shout out to these guys. They work extremely hard. We see them out on the water. Bob and Hayden, their big victory at the Margates. They put in a lot of work. They deserve to be on this list as part of the good. At number 10, I don't think my rowing partner knows how to steer from the stern. And his bow steering in the AC Classic, he turned. He was in like 4th or 5th, and he basically bow steered a wave all the way into the beach. I was like, he's going to veer right here. Nope, kept it straight. At number 9, Grace Emig. She has dominated women's paddleboard for probably close to a decade now. And she had kind of a come-from-behind race.
That was unbelievable.
In the Wildwoods. It was unbelievable. Number 8 and 7. Number 8 is a very good. The Upper Township kids. I was talking to Chase Brown tonight. Upper Township, their performance at the 6-miler. I won that the year before. Those guys just absolutely. You could tell they're 2 college rowers. They were able to get after it. Number 7. It's going back to the Upper Township kids. I hate saying this, but when they jump back in the jerseys, I've been there before, boys. Oof. It happens. You're not the first to ever have had it happen to. You're not going to be the last. It goes in both ways. Sometimes you jump back when you're not supposed to. Sometimes you don't jump back when you should. So had to put it out there. Number 6, it was impressive. The Quinn twins. They rode in the Margates. First time there's a female doubles. You know, Sea Isle had an injury. They didn't have a second crew. And the Quinn twins, who, you know, they won the female Setchers the year before, so they hopped into it. At number 5, my man Mike Fitzpatrick from Cape May. He won the singles in the longest singles race I've ever seen, and hopefully we'll never see anything like that again in Wildwood. And then he backed it up, winning the Margates. But his number 5 wasn't for his performance. His number 5 is for his post-race interviews with my brother. Let me tell you, that kid, he's a legend. He called me his hero. It was kind of awesome. At number 4, sorry, Gross, this one's an ugly one, but Joey Savell missing his turn.
Oh, man, that one hurts right here.
But even better was his post-seat interview with his Arnett sunglasses from the 90s.
Yes.
You know, hey, you got to play it like you did it, you know?
Yeah, hey, Sean, you said it. If it's close, throw your oars.
Hey, if it's close, throw them up and act like you want it.
That's
say
right.
What happened?
That's it. And Brigantine, we all threw our oars that night.
As Coach Savell said, he's blaming Colin for it.
Yeah.
At number 3, this is a big one. Avalon swimmer. First race he ever won was in the South Jersey last week. It was super impressive. I got to give him that. At number 2, near and dear to my heart, is the Longport women winning the girls' South Jerseys. Lauren Fox, special shout out to. She had a knee injury earlier in the summer, and you know she was on light duty for a little bit. She's always working, but it was on light duty, and she came back basically ready to rock and roll with her sister. And they ended up with Jordan Rochetti. You know, Jordan wasn't going to swim. She went to the women's conference this year, got inspired, and said that she was going to swim. So those girls doing it. And at number 1, AC winning the South Jerseys first time since I believe it was 98 or 99.
It was a great day.
And I got to say, a big shout out to Vince. Vince winning both the doubles and the singles. That's a short list of people who have done that.
Yes.
I know Jack Savell did it a couple years ago. Ashton Funk, I think Andrew Funk as well. It's not a large list, but those guys, congratulations again. Gross going to get a great day.
Great day! We're going to go to an interview right now.
All right, guys, I am here with Assistant Chief Mike Morrell. Chief, congratulations, 60 years on the Brigantine Beach Patrol. That is an amazing feat. You were here for the first Goudies. So tell me, like, what's your experience, like, with the Beach Patrol, with Brigantine, with life-saving in general?
One thing about these races is one of the first, and it was great. And it was a lot of short races. You could see what's going on. So it was, you know, it started like we had the same thing, the rescue races. This kind of started it in our area. So.
Well, congratulations. I coached Chief's son way back in the day at Holy Spirit. Great young man. Guys, I know Alex made me come over here. He wanted to acknowledge you, acknowledge your service. And he's got a couple of his old buddies around here. They came in for the Goudies. And, these guys, the brotherhood of lifeguarding still goes strong with these guys.
Mike was always 1 year ahead of me. He always pulled rank on me. 1 year. He always pulled rank on me. So keep it going, Mike.
What did you call Alex when Alex was a kid?
Hey, how you doing up there, Chopper?
Chopper. Well, Alex is one of my assistant coaches now, so I'm just going to start calling him Coach Chopper. Done. That is it. All right, guys, back to you.
Just absolute two legends right there.
Chopper and Red Dog.
Red Dog in the stand. You know, both teachers, Assistant Chief Mike Morrell, longtime phys ed teacher, athletic director in Galloway, New Jersey. Rick Dove taught forever at Atlantic City High School.
And South Jersey champion
And South Jersey champion as well. I mean, he was my junior guard instructor. He started the junior guard program, which, you know, I'm helping with today, which is the LIT, and there's 6 competitions we do. So those guys were pioneers in lifeguarding back in the day, and 2 of my heroes that I look up to because, you know, without guys like that, you know, that paved the way for us, we wouldn't have direction. So they were there for us.
Going to go through a couple competitors here.
We got Michael Brooks.
Brooks and Sean O'Neill with James Haney for Brigantine.
And Michael Brooks has won this a bunch of times, but in the swim.
Joe Russell, Gavin Roman, and Bowden Kime. Bowden, I think, just swam, so they made
and they're off.
That is Charlie Schreiner swimming in the combo there. So Venner, Robert Nierenberg, Ryan Brown, Colin Abbott. For Margate, Frank Faby, Jim Swift, and Ethan McCarron. For Longport, Chief Tom Krez, Captain Eric Grimley, and Lieutenant Max Middleman, the old guy showing how to do it. From Ocean City, Ben Nugent, Jack Doherty, and Jack Ben. From Upper Township, Joe O'Neill, Dan Corcoran, Billy Jenkins. From Avalon, Jack Lom, Matt O'Connor, Tim Hanaway. That is a team right now, I would say, to look out for. Jack and Matt were studs this year in doubles, and Tim just won the jersey. So from Harvey Cedars, Ryan Corcoran, Don Adams, Nate Castillo. From Long Beach Township, Patrick Banaway, Owen Finnerty, and Pat Finnerty. From Cape May, Zach DeVoe, Eddie Fucci, and Madeline Cassidy. Madeline Cassidy was second in the women's South Jerseys. From Diamond Beach, Angus Blair, TJ Kuhar, and Connor Gallagher. From Lavalette, Matt Liotti, Kyle Nalawecki, and Ben Dupree. From Island Beach State Park, Ben Newsom, Kevin Fisher, and Logan Budici. From Wildwood, Lucas Dealey, Patrick Capone, Charles Gidding. From Seagirt, we have Zach Katong, Timothy Harmon, and Henry Sarabi. From Ship Bottom, Tom Smith, Dan Duffy, no relation, and Guy DeVita. And from Sea Isle, Andrew Hill, Nick Matouche, and Delaney Burns. So right now,
Sean, we got a 4, 5, right all neck and neck swimming. I mean, it is straight across right now.
That's Charles Schreiner down low here, who's won the jerseys multiple times.
And then you got James Haney right there.
Last year, they won this event. So this is going to be a barn burner.
So they're going to get that flag, and then they can start to do what, Sean?
When they get the flag, they got to dip the flag to basically let the double screw know.
Correct.
They can take off at that point. At that point, you're going to take your bag off, and you're going to start swimming in.
Yep.
A key might be that there's Atlantic City going right there. A key might be you got a bright colored cap so you can find them. That's Joe Russell in the bow, another Atlantic City
Great pop.
You know, and like Matt just said,
Brigantine's off second.
Popping in is huge. Brigantine is off second here. You got to get in the boat, guy. Let's go.
Listen, Michael Brooks, you don't tell him what to do. I mean, that guy he is a wizard in the ocean, and he just has a feel for it. You know.
So you can see now Charles is swimming in, and he's going to end up putting the boat putting the bag in Atlantic City's boat. So, and it looks like all the crews in the north is starting to take off here. But these guys, they got a good cadence going. You know, Atlantic City, they're
moving.
To give them credit, they
use the boats.
They use the boats.
They do.
They know. You can see that documentary that they're putting on this summer. They've had multiple boat runs that they've showcased in it. So you're going to see right here, the bowman is going to try to grab the bag, throw it right underneath his feet. Charles might try to help out pushing it up. So, and it looks like the bag is already in. They're turning around. Brigantine looks like they are second here. Up north, I can see, not sure where, that I can see the red in their boat. That's Upper Township. And then following behind them, that's Longport and Diamond Beach. So this is going to be a tight race here for second and third. The key also coming in, there's a lot of boats going out. You got to make sure you don't run into them coming in. So, yeah, these guys right now, they basically just got to make sure that nothing bad happens.
Yeah, right now they're probably just talking. Listen, let's get in. Let's get the run through safe. But man, wow.
Oh, someone out the back here. If they can keep pushing on it, boys. Keep pushing on it. There they are. They're going to drop into this one out the back.
AC's getting no help either.
Do not jump back, fellas. Come on. Do not jump back. You got to row through it tonight. Lesson learned.
And our Combo Swim Rescue, Atlantic City, and they're out. You know,
so again, talking about the depth of water, if you get out too early, you might be in chest-deep water. But these two hands on, this is 2 years in a row, Joe Russell winning this race. So
very impressive. Very
two hands
impressive.
on. That was Cedars there.
Harvey Cedars.
Yeah, and Harvey Cedars last year was super closeness. Brigantine looks like in third, and down there we're going to have a foot race between, looks like Longport, Avalon, Diamond Beach. So great race there.
That was excellent.
That's a fun one to watch.
That was it.
So,
and here comes Cape May across the line. But this is a long summer, right? We got a lot of summer left. We got a completely different crew coming in here to do this. We have, Sean, as these guys are coming across, we have two big races coming up too.
Yeah, you know, last night
over.
Last night was supposed to be the Hammer Row.
Yes.
We canceled it due to the weather. It is now scheduled for Monday. Get a partner, show up. It's $50 a boat. We also have a stand-up paddle and a prone paddle event with it. Hop in it. It's a fun time. It's kind of always been like the end of summer race. We always have like a barbecue afterwards as well. All the proceeds of it go to a scholarship for the Beach Patrol, for one of the people on the Beach Patrol. And then on Wednesday, I'm saying it.
He's calling it.
This is one of my favorite races.
He's locking it up.
It's the hardest race you can compete in, but is the most rewarding when you're done. Is the North Wildwood around the Island Row. If you've never done it before, you got to try it at least once if you're a rower.
And you know what, Sean? I have never done it, but what do you tell young crews?
If you want to get good at rowing, you got to do the long stuff.
You got to do the long stuff. And he's 100% right. And if you're a young crew, if you don't know, ask your lieutenants, ask your chiefs, get down the Wildwood, get to the Hammer Row, and,
So, yeah, definitely, if you get a partner. It doesn't have to be someone on your beach.
No.
Get a partner. Saying to Matt, Matt, come on, hop in it.
maybe next year, Sean.
Oh, yeah. How awesome would it be to see Matt and Chris, you've done the Hammer Row together.
Yeah. Great opportunity to get together with
They're probably rocks, paper, scissors for who's in the bow.
Matt, can we get a confirmation that you're going to be in Wildwood this year? Because people want to know out there. Can we get you there with your brother?
Maybe next year. Absolutely.
Next year.
Not this
All right,
year.
We're going to go to an interview as we twist his arm a little bit.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah, I'm
Can I get a great day?
Can we get a great day?
Say great day. Okay. You
Oh, yeah.
they apparently this is their motto. You tell me when you're ready.
We're ready. All you, Brian.
All right, we're on. How are you feeling out there?
Pretty good. I mean, I can only speak for myself, but I feel like every time I've done this, I've had a different crew. And, I think given the vast track record of this, really specifically, it only goes to speak to how qualified and capable these guys are. It doesn't matter who you put in the boat. We're still going to crush it. And, I mean, evidently, they rode right in and killed it. So you might look a little tired.
I'll be the first to say Atlantic City has a reputation for boat rescues, which is awesome. We always have high respect for that. I've won this race. It's an amazing race. It's a lot of fun. I want to ask you, Charles, one quick question. Do you say anything to these guys in the water when you're going? Do you actually yell something, scream something to them so they know it's you and not another swimmer?
I give them a good ACAC, make the combo, and it's a couple up, and they get him in.
Nice. We didn't say that. My swimmer used to just curse a lot. So, all right, guys, tell me how to feel to row.
First of all glory to God, man. But just felt great. I mean, Charles gets us a huge lead. We launched first, and we knew once we launched, we had it. We've done enough races. We did a lot in town. So as soon as we launched first, we knew there was nobody going to catch us. Got some swell. Would have liked to wave, but swell's fine.
Hey, Mo, like he said, we were waiting on the swell at the end. Didn't really get one. We wanted to wave because that's all we did was shoot. No one at our beach actually likes row. Everyone just goes out and shoots in the morning. And like you said with the rescues, Daisy's known. It is a rescue, especially the combo. The bag's a victim. You row out, get him just like a rescue, and it makes both out of everybody. So it makes sense that we win and have the reputation of winning every year. Because we're the ones every single day.
Every year I did one time before. Hey, guys, great job. Great work today. All right, back to you guys.
All right. So we're coming up on I'm going to call this the premier event tonight because of some of the names that are in this tonight. This is the singles, and a lot of the beach trolls, this is their top guys. So, to go through a couple names here, looking to redeem himself tonight.
Oh, big redemption.
Joey Savell rowing singles for Brigantine. Again, he's won this race before. Vince Grenice rowing singles for Atlantic City, last week's champion. I'm going to say the GOAT of Goudy's racing, one of the GOATs of all time of all racing, Dave Funk, Chief Dave Funk rowing.
Wouldn't that be fun? One of the Chiefs winning this one tonight.
Oh, it'd be awesome.
Listen, don't call it a comeback.
I'm rooting for Mike, but if I got to root for someone else, it's Dave.
Yeah.
New name in the mix tonight. His dad was a Brigantine guard. He's a Margate guard. Bruce Hunt for Margate. Tonight, rowing singles for Longport, Mike McGrath. Ocean City. This is like two guys facing off next to each other because they're both hockey players. Frank Christie, rowing for Ocean City.
Frank Christie. I love it.
Will Schluter for Upper Township. Ryan Finnegan for Avalon. Dante DeFrocio for North Wildwood. Andrew Harvey for Harvey Cedars. Zach Rubin for Long Beach Township. Mike Fitzpatrick for Cape May. JT Finari for Diamond Beach. Lee Scott for Lavalette. Corey Matthews for Island Beach State Park. Christian Slavin for Wildwood. It looks like Alex Rick for Ship Bottom and Brennan Shaw for Sea Isle.
So, Sean, I got to give a Frank Christie story.
Okay.
So, Frank Christie never wrestled a day in his life. Head coach Al Hagovsky, I'm the assistant. His first year teaching. Guy was phenomenal. Said, you know what? I just want to be there to help the kids. I think I'll be all right. He went out in that wrestling room, never one day on the mat. And I'll tell you what, the guy made a statement. And I'm going to leave it at that. We don't know what kind of statement that was, but he was there every day for a whole season, and he battled. And you know what you said he wasn't? He's an ice hockey player. He's going to go out tonight and make a statement tonight. My call, long, dark horse, Frank Christie, Ocean City. Put it in the books. It's a lock, Mr. Duffy.
So, Matt.
Can you say great day?
There's a wild card here. Oh, you're not in the race. You've won the past 2 years.
Who's your pick?
I think I know who his pick is.
Come on.
considering I raced him about 100 times and only beat him once, I'm going to go with Dave Funk is probably going to be my favorite. I'm also looking at Vince Grenice. Me and Vince last 2 years seem to be battling for first. Luckily, it got him twice with some help from the waves. But, yeah, Vince is somebody that's always in contention. Mike, obviously. You know, these are the guys that show up every week and always produce. So I hate to be predictable, but I'm really looking at Grenice, Funk, and McGrath here to get it done.
Yeah, I mean, and a little bit of a different factor of this race versus a normal standard race, besides popping yours and all that, is getting it out of the boat and having a run. Mike's had some bum knees over the years. He does play street hockey like way too much, but you got to get out and be able to run.
Tonight's street hockey.
Tonight is not a long run.
We got a flyby going on here.
Tonight is not a long run, but he's come out of the boat and had to get put on oxygen after this just because of that extra exertion towards the end. So this is, you know, if this is a real rescue that you're going out to get someone, you're laying it all out on the line.
So Sean, lay it out for us. Give us the trifecta. 1, 2, 3. Who do we got? For the people out there on Kalashi voting.
Going Mike McGrath.
We're going Mike McGrath.
I gotta see him redeem himself. Joey Savelle, Dave Funk.
Okay. I'm going to pick Joey. I'm going to.
Although looking at it, Vince's boat is almost floating there, so he's going to have a good start. Yeah, but also, you know, Vince has someone in his corner there, John Swift, who there he is. Yeah, John is unbelievable. A book of just knowledge when it comes to rowing. So he's done this race a bunch, and I'm sure he's probably given him some pointers. So.
I'm going to stick with my pick, good old Frank Christie. I think Joe takes it, but I like a long shot, you know. I like a good, 7-1 odds.
Yeah, and listen, you never know in this race. Like, there's some guys up in Island Beach State Park. They can make a boat move. So you never know, and you can't count out Ryan Finnegan from Avalon. He's he's in every race. Last week, Vince beat him by 2-3 feet. So it's
and Sean, as we see these names that pop up over and over again, I tell the young guards, you never won every race. Trust me, I didn't win close to any races. But what I'm saying is it's about
every race but one.
I know. I'm not. Don't worry. I'm not going there. I'm going to the point. You gotta love it, right? And these guys, when you look at Vince Grenice and you look at Joe, these guys love it, and it's the love and the passion for this sport and this job that make them go out there and train every day, because it is grueling, and without the love they have for it, they're not finding that speed. And I don't listen. Sitting next to you, I don't think there's a guy in the world that loves lifeguard boat racing more than you.
There's people. This is what they like to stay in shape for. For me, part of it is just it keeps me in shape. If you can stay competitive, which you can in a sport like this, as long as you keep yourself physically fit, you can compete. I've gone out and done pieces with John Swift quite a bit, and he's an animal, and he's in his mid-50s. So I go back to when we first started rowing. Guys I look up to. Yeah, and Mox Bilkins and Bick Murphy. They were their combined age when we first started rowing was 89.
Wow.
Yeah, there you got Dave Funk off on the start here.
God, it would be fun to have one of these Chiefs win. I would love it.
Mike McGrath sporting the signature blue spandex tonight. I said I would make that joke.
And Joey's up in there.
Mike in a solid push out there, but kind of tilted there. He's trying something different with the carbon fibers tonight. Vince with a good clean start.
Cape May out to a solid start.
Hey, listen, he's been Mike Fitzpatrick's had a great summer, so both in doubles and singles. So,
and as we look at it, look at the rates
up on top there. That's in the top lane. I'm seeing, dude. You might have called it. That might be Frank Christie.
That might be Frank Christie. He's making a statement out there.
And you got Mike.
Love that
in
guy.
the Wallport boat right next to Dave. So listen. Mike and Dave, 20 years ago, were doing this race.
Yeah.
The longevity here is unbelievable. And listen, the big factor here, no one is keeping your point. You see Vince looking back right there. I usually keep Mike's point for him in singles. So it might change some.
And if you look in these shorter single races, being able to be a little bit stronger when that wave swell hits you to pick it back up is a huge advantage.
Yeah.
And you can just see that with Vince. He is ripping through the waves. And you know, we're not going to get a clear shot at yeah, Atlantic City.
Vince first to the bag.
We'll see how he does with the pickup. He looks like he's spot on.
You know,
so.
and that's a factor. If you go into it too fast, that was good. He
That's perfect placement there,
popped
Sean.
that flag right into his bullpens, and that was a quick turnaround. You're going to see. It looks like Cape May might have their bag as well. No, he's
Cape May missed the bag.
He missed the bag. Mike has his in.
Brigantine's tied up on the bag, it looks like.
Brigantine's got theirs in, and he went around the flag, so good for you, Joey. Dude, if you can't have fun with your friends, you can't laugh now.
You'll cry.
Yeah, you know. So, Mike Fitzpatrick, you know, hopping on there. And, up top there, looks like second place, Dave Funk. So, this is...
And they got a little swell up on the north end there.
They do. So
Mike McGrath right there.
Mike, he's like a magnet when it comes to trying to get on waves. And I think that's Island Beach State Park. I did make that call. So I could be wrong, but I think Sea Isle is just going out here. They must have gotten swamped. Sea Isle and North Wildwood. So good for them. Making the whole race here.
Looks like Vince has a pretty good cushion here. He might not have to sprint through the line tonight.
He's doing what you got to do.
Perfect bow steer to finish it.
Oh, look, Dave. Dave's on a wave at the back. Dave jumped back. I can promise you Mike didn't.
And Vince Grenese, number 1.
And it looks like Mike McGrath in second. So, we'll see here. Frank Christie up there.
All right, Frank.
You know?
We got your back, buddy. We'll see you in a week or two. We'll see you at school. You know, don't forget we mentioned you. But
and Brigantine here. So
Brigantine, way to go, Joey. Way to go.
It looks like it was Atlantic City, followed by Longport, followed by Brigantine. We didn't have a perfect view there. There could have been someone from. I'm pretty positive there. That was how it went. Grab your boat, boys. Mike Fitzpatrick coming across the line here.
What a nice way to finish this season. And as we pivot into the we'll call it the late summer days.
Gross, what's your favorite month of the year?
Man,
it's an easy answer.
Give it to
Matt.
I'll take it. I'm going to go September, local summer.
That's it right there.
It is, but I hate going back to school. I'm sorry. I love where I work. I love Atlantic City High School, but I just love the summer that much.
I love the summer,
and if there's somebody out there that wants to sponsor me for a winter, maybe the next 10 or 15, I'll take it. But I just love this job so much. It really is. You know, if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. And I don't think I've worked this summer since I've been 14 years old. And I'm blessed, and I thank all the guys that have, that have come before us to make this a career for us, and our we'll call it our wintertime jobs.
Mm-hmm.
We all can't be firefighters.
Listen,
some of us have to mold the youth.
When I was, senior in high school, my guidance counselor asked me, "What do you want to do? What do you want to major in?" I'm like, something I can continue to work the beach. And I also said him wear shorts to work. So.
And we're gonna go to a commercial after he talks about his broadcasting career next.
My entire life has completely changed. I can't do the things I used to love to do. Without Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer, and Holloway, I would be so much worse off, and life is as good as it's going to get for now. They were just the most upfront and just truthful professionals I think I've ever met. I don't think there's a law firm out here that could handle anything better than them.
After an accident ended my first dream, I built something new, a law firm with heart. At Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer, Holloway, we know what it feels like to have your life flipped upside down. Call today. Let our team fight for yours.
Here, Bernice, just won the singles at Goudy's. Vince, give me the rundown here. You've done this before. You're a champion. You just won the South Jerseys last week. You're feeling pretty good, I'm sure. Yeah. Give me your approach to this race. I know it's a different type of race. How do you approach this race?
You gotta look at what's in a lot in a regular race. Getting the oars out, different than a regular race, but you just got to make sure that you're in a position where you can get them out clean and you're not smacking around.
It's truly a rescue, like you set it up for a boat run.
We do,
yeah.
Like we do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the guys that can't get the oars out in a rescue are not gonna look good, and they're not gonna get to their victim, you know. So.
Understand when you're going to the flag, how are you approaching the flag?
I tend to turn with the wind for singles. Kind of sets me up so I can grab the bag when I'm on flag. So I need to make sure I'm up. Obviously, if I'm downwind, I'm dead. Like, it's fine if you are far upwind, but if you're downwind, you're dead. So I just make sure I was playing actually in a really nice spot because it was upwind of our flag. So I kind of just hold it, wait till it's time and go. I didn't have to fight it or anything, which isn't always the case. If you get in a situation, you got to kind of really hug the one side and it might even be enough, you know. It worked out.
I've been there. I understand exactly what you mean. Tell me the feeling. You turn that flag. Everybody else is still on the flag trying to get their bag off, and you're just taking strokes, opening up. How'd that feel?
So I got the bag off, had it in the boat, got a second to take a look down just to see, you know, what am I up against? And everybody was still pulling it off when I was rowing in. And once I saw that, I feel like the best rowers are opportunists. So I was like, all right, I got to just hammer it now because I have this huge leg up on everybody. So I was like, I got to take advantage of it. So I was hitting it, and then I was rowing in. And I'm like, I'm probably not going to get anything, but I'm ahead because this lane is a little weak in the wave category, which helps on the way out, but hurts on the way in. When I was rowing, I got weight in the bow. I just kind of didn't even think up in one. I was not even like lined up for it, but it was just kind of carrying me with the extra weight. And right at the end, I was able to even just turn and then kind of shoot it at the end. It carried me as I was coming in.
Awesome job, man. Congrats on a great season. Great work.
Thanks, coach.
Guys, back to you.
Coach. This is my coach from when I was in high school at St. Augustine. And now he's the coach again.
There's a few other guys who grabbed me tonight too about that. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. We got Matt Spires is in the booth here. He's a champion of this race. Yes. You know, also a St. Augustine guy, but he played lacrosse. You know who taught him how to row? Who? I did. He was my mascot in long. All right, back guys. Yeah, man.
All right.
Brian taking credit for your accolades there, Matt.
Yeah, he deserves it. I mean, going back 15, 20 years on 30th Street in Longport, Brian took good care of us as mascots, so that started our lifeguarding career for sure.
Yes, a lot of St. Augustine prep in here tonight, which I absolutely love. Class of 04, class of
14,
which is very exciting. And you know, without the help of our, you know, we put a lot of hours in as lifeguards. I know as lieutenants and brigantine and chiefs and all that, we're putting in about 540 hours, which is 70 days of summer. So without this, I got to thank, shout out to my beautiful wife, Lynn, my kids, Rocco, Jake, and Amelia, for letting us do this. I know you have two beautiful boys at home and a beautiful wife as well.
Listen, if it wasn't for my wife and kids, you know, being so supportive in this, I wouldn't be able to do it. And my kids have learned, so this summer especially, have learned to love the lifeguard races. My son comes up Brody, he holds my water jug, holds our electrical tape. John comes up, gives me a big hug. Beth gives me a hug and a kiss. It's funny at the jerseys, they were really kind of tight on the line of who can come over and say, like who could cross the line. And my wife's like, can I just give my husband a kiss and good luck? And I'm like, oh yeah, sorry. But real quick, one of our sponsors tonight is the Viking Rowing Foundation. They are on the board. They brought back last year the Ocean Rowing Hall of Fame, and on September 13th is the ceremony at the Viking Rowing Club for the Ocean Rowing Hall of Fame. I have a list of people here. I don't know if I have the ability to announce who made it, but I do know my rowing partner's father is on that list. So there's some legends in both male and female rowing that are on the list. So try to make it if you can. You got some other sponsors?
Yeah, we have some more great sponsors that made tonight possible. Pro Construction established in South Jersey, offers concrete and construction services. Stampone, O'Brien, Dilsheimer, Holloway Law since 1984, providing service to clients throughout Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Florida. Viking Rowing Foundation, Sean just mentioned, a huge impact on South Jersey racing, both lifeguard and crew. The Holland family, a huge impact on this area. And last but not least, Swift Law Firm, family-owned firm, owned and operated in Jersey Shore, a long line of lifeguarding legends from the Swift family. So thank you to all of our sponsors tonight.
And look at that view. I mean, we really do live in a special place, and we are lucky to be able to do this every day.
All right,
we have our point standing. Go ahead, Sean.
Here we go. It came down to the barn burner in
Once
sixth
again,
place.
always the
From up.
the bridesmaid.
It's
never the
place.
bride. Long.
Come on now. In sixth place, Chief Randy Towson's crew from Harvey Cedars. In fifth place, Ventnor. In fourth place, the tiebreaker there was the doubles, is Margate. In third place, Lavalette, tiebreaker again for second was the doubles, and in second was Longport. And they've had a incredible summer, and I know this race is always part of their top tier, and that is Atlantic City Beach Roll with 10 points. So congratulations, Atlantic City Beach Roll again. Capping off the summer with the Goudy's Memorial Championship. Again, sponsored by Balsly Losco.
Thank you so much.
Carlo Losco is one of he has been a major support in starting the open water race rowing. It's going to be an Olympic sport in the next Olympics, 2028. He's been trying to get our area, the lifeguards. Doesn't have to necessarily be crew rowers. It could be a Mike McGrath or, I'm going to say Ryan Finnegan, guys who didn't row crew, could get in those boats and possibly represent the United States. So that's exciting, and he's been a major contributor in our area to trying to get that up and running. Just to kind of recap tonight and, the rest of the summer, it's been a fun one, to say the least. From the Starcross at the Brigantines, me and you talked for like 20 minutes, not realizing a race was going on, to capping it off pretty flawless tonight. I'm gonna end with this. I said it last year. Racing's fun. Everything in that aspect is good, but our job is saving lives, protecting lives, preventing people from drowning. Swim in front of a lifeguard.
Yes.
When the lifeguards go off duty, get out of the water. Do not swim without a lifeguard in front of you. Check with social media is a great aspect, Instagram, Facebook, to find out what beaches are closing. I'm telling you right now, a lot of college kids are going back. Beaches are going to be
thin.
They're going to be thin, and the stand that might be there today might not be there tomorrow. So you can call headquarters and say, hey, is the lifeguard stand going to be available at where are we at, like 10th Street South or something? Like wherever you are, just call and say, hey, is it still up? I just want to know so that my kids are in front of a lifeguard stand. I can't reiterate that enough, so I'm going to leave with that.
And I'm going to say, Matt, it was an absolute pleasure. Thanks
for having me, guys. It was a pleasure.
Your insight was pleasurable. And Sean, it's always a pleasure.
Always fun.
This was a lot of fun. Once again, Five Tribes Production, thank you. Our sponsors, thank you. Have a blessed rest of your summer. Get in the water. Go swim. Because I'll tell you what, in a couple months, you're not going to be able to do it.
Ross, I know I said I was done.
He's never done. This guy is never done.
I was looking at pictures from this winter from Ventnor Pier of slushy waves.
Oh.
And I'm going to say on Monday, now that's the coldest the ocean I've ever seen, or that I've surfed around in that, not during the slush, but the coldest this winter that I've seen in the ocean. Monday, it might have been the warmest I've ever felt the ocean.
Oh, my God, 76. I heard 76.
I think in Longport it might have been 81. So
wow, we're a little bit more south. But anyway, we are getting the wrap-up signal here from Five Tribes Production in beautiful Ventnor City, New Jersey. Thank you, we love you, and we will see you next season. See you at Ventnor Social for Annie Lane. Adios.